Blackstone Publishing presents The Trail Beyond by Max Brand. This book is read by Armando Durán. Chapter 1. Peter Quince's mother died when he was 4 years old, so that all he could remember of her was really nothing. Yet he used to think sometimes that he could almost recall her features. And perhaps that was why, during the rest of his life, he looked so carefully and wistfully into the face of every woman he met. He melted their hearts with that look, like snow under a June sun. After Peter Quince's mother died, he was taken care of for a while by the huge men who tramped around the cabin in the mountains where Peter lived. Then one day a very old, very bent woman was brought to him. She looked him all over. "He's a bad one. He's got a bad look in his eyes. He'll cause a lot of trouble in this world," said the old woman. "I would have knowed that was your son, Quince." And the great, dark-eyed, dark-headed man answered, "Mind your tongue, you old fool." But Peter kept looking straight into the face of the old woman until at last she opened her arms and gathered him in with a cry. It startled Peter, and made him close his eyes for a happy instant, for it seemed to him that an echo of his lost mother's voice was in that cry. But then the withered hands of the old woman wakened him to the truth. It was not very long after this that there came a rush of noise upon the house in the mountains, the calling of voices, the stamping of feet, and the thundering rattle of guns. When the shooting ended and the groaning began, strangers poured into the room, and someone caught up Peter by the scruff of the neck and held him out at arm's length. He was dangled before the eyes of a score of men. He would never forget how those eyes glittered and how the guns shone in their hands. Nor how the old woman lay twisted on her side in a corner, with her mouth open and crimson on her face. "Will you look at this?" cried the captor of Peter Quince, and he was clapped down upon a table so that, standing upon it, he was as tall as any man. He looked them steadily in the eye. His father had taught him to do that with any man. "He's got the look of my boy Tom that was stole away," called someone from the background. "He's got a look of my boy Tom. By the eternal, he is my boy Tom." The other men exchanged glances, and the man from the rear of the crowd, smashing his way to the front, caught Peter Quince by the shoulders and peered hungrily into his eyes. No, he groaned at last. "I guess my boy Tom would be a mite—"
Sample complete. Ready to continue?